How's it going, everyone? My name is Joe Vieira at the Musicians Lounge. Thank you for stopping by, checking out another video. Today, I'm going to show you this guitar plugin called Ampire that comes with Studio One 5 Professional by PreSonus. PreSonus is really known for their flagship recording softwares, and I'm telling you right now, Studio One 5 is awesome. I'm really digging it. But they have this subscription service called the Spear where you can pay 14 something a month, and when you pay that monthly fee, it comes with Studio One 5 and all the plugins that come with it, and you get additional plugins in all kinds of different loops. All There's also like drum programs, drum loops and stuff like that. The list goes on. I can't even mention everything because it's a huge list. And everything comes free when you subscribe to them, which you have to pay a subscription fee of 14 something a month. And that's what I did. Instead of buying the software, spending a couple $100, I figured, hey, I'll pay $14 a month and I get all the features that are currently with Studio One 5 and additional new released plugins that come out in the future. But today I'm going to show you this plugin called Ampire. Now this is a guitar plugin that comes with Studio One. It came with the last version and the version before that. Ampire's been around for a little while, and it always comes free when you purchase any of the softwares, like the latest one, which is Studio One 5, or even if you have Studio One 4 Professional and you haven't upgraded to the latest version, which is Studio One 5 Professional, then you're still able to get it. It comes with Studio One. And I've been using this for 3 months now, so I've been kind of messing around with it, feeling it out and checking out all the cabs and checking out all the amps. And all these amp and cab simulators are really good. Finding out they're really, really good. And I've been using for some of the music. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to use it and kind of discuss all the features. So here we go. All right, so here we go. I'm right here in Studio One 5 Professional. This is a really, really good software by PreSonus. I highly recommend using this. Try it out for free. They have an artist version that's out right now. And the software comes with these stock plugins, and they have lots of them. And one of them in particular is the Ampire guitar plugin, and I'm going to show you that right now. That's what this video is all about. I had to make this video. I know there's videos out there showing this, but I had to make one for my subscribers here on my channel on the Musicians Lounge. And I'm finding out that this plugin is really good for guitar. I've been using it for 3 months. I actually wrote some songs using it. So right now it's my go-to. So let's go ahead and click on it right here. It's highlighted in green, and I'm going to open it up right now. And I'm going to give you a real good view of this. I'm going to open it up bigger. Okay, so when you first open it up, it shows up on, it's in default. In default, you have your tube screamer and your chorus and your delay down here, and then you got this amplifier, which looks like a copy of a JCM Marshall. And then here's your cabinet. Now let's talk about the front face of this, the top section right here. You got your input, and then you got your output. And if you start peaking, it'll light up red. Right here, this icon, if you click it once, it'll change the background. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This background is really cool. They just added this feature in here, and I'm really digging it. That's awesome. And you just keep clicking it, and choose whatever background you want. And I'm going to change it to, I kind of like that. Okay, and then you click. You hover over this and it shows these double horns. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's pretty awesome. All right, so next you you click this multiple times and it brings up different views, window views. You click it there and shows your pedals. Click it again, it takes that away, and then it shows the front face of your amp. So it's like a two-way switch here. You can go back and forth between your pedal view and your amp view. And then over here, you click this guy, and it brings you the list of the amplifiers. And you can see there's quite a few of them, and that's awesome. I mean, they just added a lot of different amps. They have the ACM 800. Like I said, it looks like a Marshall copy. That's what it is. I mean, well, Marshall is JCM. Then you got this one, this guy right here. That reminds me of a rectifier, a Mesa Boogie. That's a Vox. And then this right here, this amp reminds me of an Orange. This one right here reminds me of the 5150 PV. And that's like a Fender. And I think that's like a SVT bass amp. I think that's what that is. So the list goes on, and you keep going down, and it brings you other ones. So, and then over here you got your cabinet section, and then you got by the way, you have these drop down arrows where you could just click on it and it brings you to different cabinets. So let's click on the cab section. That way we can go over, look at each one of these. And these two here are 412s. This is your 212. This is your American style 212, American 112, 810. That right there is a bass cabinet. It's like a SVT copy. This is your 212. And then you got British. You have some British cabinets. 112, 112, 112, 212, and so on. 210 bass cab, which is cool. 412 American cab. 412 British, American, 810, another 810 bass cabinet, 112, 212, and a 412 metal American. And there's more. You got the metal British, 412, 410 metal German, 412 bass British, and then you got your 112 metal machine. Well, I got to check that one out. I haven't checked that out. I haven't even checked these out. The 212 Pineapple, I think that's a copy of an Orange amp, or Orange cabinet, and a 412 gasoline. I have never tried that. And this is a user cabinet, whatever that is. Oh, you can build your own cabinet. Now that I did not know. that is cool. And then over here, mic section. Here's your mic section. You got mic A, mic B, and mic C. You got 3 different mics. This is like a condenser mic. That looks like a SM57. And there's another condenser mic. And you got some features in here. You got delay, milliseconds on both of these right here. And you can turn up as you want. Turn up the volume, whatever. That's really cool. So that's the mic section. And then right here you have a tuner. Yes, it comes with a tuner, and you even have the strobe effect. There's your calibration, your mute, frequency, and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. So this is the top portion of it. Now over here, your drop down is all your folders, and then any additional packs that you bought for this plugin. Now this right here, the Ampire high density, that came free with the subscription that I was mentioning earlier in the beginning of the video. If you sign up for PreSonus Spear, it's 14 something a month, and you will get that pack for free. So you can load it right in your software immediately after you start your membership. And then you have all these folders, and this is my personal folder that I made myself. And then you got your lead, match, metal pack, and this is the additional metal pack. This is like from a couple years ago. And then you got your riff pack. And there's so many sounds, it's ridiculous. And then down here, first of all, let me show you something else. This is where you can load, store, save your the preset that you're editing. You can just save it and put whatever, add whatever name you want and whatever you want to name it. And then down here at the bottom, This is cool. This is like a pedal board, not a pedal board, but it's like a shows like pedals that you would see on the floor, stomp boxes, and then this is to turn them on and off. Okay, so right now it's on, and this to turn the tube screamer, whatever you have loaded here. This is the power button. So right now it's engaged, and this one is not engaged, the chorus box. So if I click it, see it flashing, now it's on. Okay, and then what you can do is you can add, say you want to take this one away, not even use the tube screamer, and you're working on a setting right now, an effects line, whatever, and you want to change this to something else. You can just do this. Just go over here and click whatever you want, and that's it. Like for instance, when I line up my pedals, I always go for the distortion first, and then whatever else later in the chain. Obviously, this section here is for all your distortion boxes and stuff like that. Over here is all your effects stuff. So if I want to change this to from a tube screamer to like let's see, let's try like a regular. Let me see here, tube driver. Try that. See, it loads right in. And then over here, if you want to change this, you want to change the chorus box to something else. You want to change it to like a pitch shifter. You can put that in there. Or if you want to add a chorus box and a shifter, all you got to do is click on the chorus box. Now I got a chorus box, pitch shifter, and delay. Now you can change the delay too if you want. Like right now it's disengaged. Now it's on. You can change this if you want. I do believe there's other delay boxes in here. I'm not sure. You got your, let's go down the list of all these boxes. You got the big fuzz, blue EQ compressor, delay, demolition drive. That's a cool drive right there. I need to try that. Here's your dual compressor, equalizer. Here's a fat box, gate, noise gate. Here's some modulation. I don't know what this is. This looks, oh, it's a phaser. No, I think it is. Yeah, it's a phase shifter. And then you got your, every time you hover over one of these, it'll tell you what it is back here, over here on this side on the left. Tremolo, tube, you got your tube dreamer, which is obviously a copy of a tube screamer. So, and you got your tube driver, and then you got your wah-wah pedal and your wild drive. So there's, the list goes on. So you got quite a few pedals to choose from, which is really cool. So that takes care of that. And then once you're done, you can just go back over here, click this, and it'll open them all up. Right now, like I said, it is off. So if it's lit up orange across the board, it's off. So you can just click this button over here and it turns everything off. So it's all clean. So right now they're all engaged. Now let's talk about the default or this drop down menu here. So if you click on that, right now let's go to my Ampire high density pack. And right now I have these under bass category. That's my bass amps. So let's get out of there. Here's my clean. So I'm under the Ampire high density pack right now. The folder's open. And here is my clean stuff. So let's close that. And then the list goes on. Experimental stuff, lead, matched, all, and it just goes on. And then within this pack, I also have bass presets. These are all bass chains. So that's really cool. You got your clean stuff. List goes on there. Crunch, all your crunch. And that stuff. This is all, oh, you got some British stuff in here, which is really cool. British sounds. And here's a metal pack right there. That's another add-on. So the list goes on. So the rest of the stuff here, if this is all the stock stuff. Like if I click this bass, this is all that comes with the Ampire without getting any additional packs. So these are all the bass sounds, which is really cool. And you got your clean and crunch, experimental, and then this is my folder, my personal folder. So right now I'm working with this sound. It's like a Robin Trower kind of sound, which sounds really good. It took me a while to get that. lead stuff right here, and here's Joe's Blues lead. So anything that you create, it'll show up. Like this one's under lead category, so I have it right here. That's my lead. And match stuff, it's just all this stuff right here. I believe these are amps. Yes, they are. Metal pack, we already showed that. Riff, and you got all these different ones here. So there you go. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through some cabinets and some amps and see how these sound. We'll go through some presets and stuff like that. And then what I'm gonna do is show you how to change everything. If you want to change the cabinet, if you want to change the head, you want to change the pedal. I already showed you how to do the pedal changing. Now we're gonna go ahead and go over everything and hear what the guitar sounds like. So let's do that right now. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go through all the amp sims and the cab sims and check out some of the boxes, the stomp boxes below, and try some different variations and see what we can come up with. And then as you notice in the background here, you'll see a song that's already in place. There's a verse and chorus, something really simple to give you guys an idea of what this guitar plugin can do for you. And what I did was I did left and right guitar, and it sounds amazing. And I'll show you what amp I used and all that stuff. So right now I'm just going to go through some settings playing my guitar. So here we go. Okay, so I have a song in front of me right now, and it has two guitar tracks. And then I have another track that I'm going to use as an example of what this thing can do, what this guitar plugin can do. Ampire is an awesome guitar plugin. It has great amp simulators and great cabinet simulators. So here we go. We're going to check it out. I'm going to solo it. Okay, and let's bring it back. And it's going to be this track right here. And let me bring up Ampire. Bring that back up. Okay, so we got that. And we're going to go ahead and try this out and see how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and start changing the amp and the cabinet. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and hear the mix and see what I can come up with the mix, the whole mix. So let's do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute these other two guitars, and we're just going to play this one right here so I can change it around. And Okay, so this looks like a replica of like a orange amp, but I went through a couple of the cabinets and the amplifiers to give you an idea of what it sounds like and all that. I can't really go through every little thing, but now we're going to hear this is what I picked for the left and right guitar. This is just a dummy track just to give you an idea of what the amp sims and the cab sims sound like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute this, and we're going to talk about what I have right here, the left and right. So this is what I got. I got this one right here. This is the left, and this is the right. So, so here is the left side, and here is the right. So we got two different ones here, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole track with the left and right. Now, what I did was I used the same, the same amp on both. You can see right here, I used this one, and I used, wait a minute. Let's see, it's not going to bring both up, I don't think. Let's see, I can pin this one, and then I can choose this one. Okay, so this is the left, and this is the right, as you can see there. Now, what I can do, what's so cool about this, since I have two tracks, what I can do is do this. Watch. I'm going to choose the left side, which is this one right here, and I'm going to change the amp on this side, leave this one alone, and it gives you a whole different sound. Okay, so I'm going to put it back where it was. And this is what I had before. And let's make sure this is it. It should be both the same. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'll let you hear it in stereo now, left and right. So like I said, I got two tracks. Right now, this track 2, the one I was messing around with, it's centered right now. So now I'm going to pan this left. Now I'll listen to this now. Sounds way better. So it's totally awesome. I really love this plugin. It's awesome. Can't go wrong with this. So let me mess around with the pedals. Try this distortion box. So there you have it. I mean, this thing is amazing. I really dig it, and I think you guys will too. Like I said, there's so many amps that you can pick. There's quite a few in here, and a lot of these amplifiers remind me of today's amplifiers, like the Marshall, Orange, PV, and the Mesa Boogie. This is a copy of the Mesa Boogie right here. That guy right there looks like a rectifier. But again, there's a lot of different things you can do. You got plenty of pedals, which is awesome. List goes on. You just can't go wrong with this, and it comes free with Studio One, Studio One 5, Studio One 4, but they just recently updated everything, guys. So I highly recommend loading this up into your DAW. You won't regret it. It's awesome. I've been playing around with it for 3 months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.